purpose of this clip is to explain in detail for those that would like to try or would like to find out more about the teaching and learning classroom, how it actually works. And so the first step that we're going to take, and normally the people involved are the tutor and the teacher being tutored, is that they're going to have a discussion based on the lesson plan. The lesson plan would have been produced in advance. And they're going to have a discussion, finding out what's going to happen in the lesson that the main teacher is going to be tutored in. During the lesson, the prompts are going to be used, the prompts that had been decided in advance, and also the new ones that are going to appear. The purpose is, however, not to confuse the teacher by giving him or her too many prompts at various times when he's actually teaching. It's about improving performance. It's not interrupting or disturbing the teaching in any way, shape or form.
Okay then, Dave, do you want to talk me through your lesson plan for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be with my Year 7 group, and we're going to be looking at the elements that we've been studying over the last few weeks anyway, but we're going to concentrate on pitch, and we're going to be, the majority of the lesson's going to be using the boom whackers that we've got. It's a percussive instrument.
As previously stated, it is important that firstly the lesson plan be discussed in advance in order to decide the most relevant prompts.
But how necessitated the rhythmic part of it is as well.
Right, so are you going to be demonstrating that, or are you going to get the students to demonstrate that?
Well, once we've done the flashcards, we're going to, I'm going to give them some boom whacking time. That's, boom whackers are pipes of different sizes, that different colours, and they make a pitch noise when you hit them. And even adults, if you give them to them, they're going to be rather giddy with them. So I'm going to give them 2 or 3 minutes, make some noise time.
Get out of the system.
Yeah, get out of the system.
Brilliant.
Give them a 5-second countdown to bring them back in with the threat of the last 2 or 3 people to make a sound on the boom whacker.
The tutor might not always be a subject specialist. It is therefore vital for him or her to understand key terminology and specific practice.
We've got the flashcards, it's got the colours on, and they've got to guess the tune basically, so
Brilliant.
it's the pupils have got to take it upon themselves to choose the correct colours, stand in the correct order, make the correct noise, but most importantly the correct rhythm as well, and that's what we're going to be looking at. 2, 3, 4.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Quality.
Oh, yeah.
When you're using your success criteria on the board, how are you going to reinforce the kids using that?
The pupils are going to know exactly what's expected of them throughout the lesson, and in order to get what level of mark they're going to be getting will be displayed on the board, and it's just a case of referring the pupils to that success criteria. They'll be displayed throughout that activity, so if any group doesn't seem to be have got the gist of it, it's just a case of referring them to the success criteria and getting them back on track.
In terms of your keywords that you're wanting me to use for your observation, you're wanting us to look at behaviour. What I'll do is I'll use the word countdown for you to remind you to start that.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've noticed when you've used the countdown is the waiting afterwards.
Yeah.
What's happened in the past is you've counted down and then started, even though some of the students maybe haven't quite all finished.
Yeah.
So what I'll use a countdown and wait.
Just wait
and
for the
wait
silence.
For them
Yeah.
to be quiet, to make sure that all that focus is on you. Another thing I think that might be quite good is to look at your questioning, particularly within when your groups have done the performance and you're questioning with regard to your success criteria.
Yeah.
Okay. So probably about thinking time, giving the students some thinking time within your questioning, so that they've got a chance to think about their answers, to form the answers, maybe share it with the person next to them, and then re-ask their question. So I'll be using countdown, and then wait, and then thinking time with regard to your questioning.
Yeah.
Were there any